This is Sweetie Pie. Sweetie Pie was always the runt of the group. He wasn't big, strong, and intimidating like the other ghosts. Every day, he faces the same terrifying fate. He wakes up, gets ready, heads to the gates of ghost grounds, and enters the deathly level. But always, no matter how hard he tries, he is eaten by the monster in orange. Time after time, Pac-Math's cruel black eyes staring into his soul. These days, he's been facing a specifically more difficult problem. You see, in this game, there are 4 giant dots. Those have come to be Sweetie Pie's worst nightmare. You see, when Pac-Math eats a power-up dot, his mouth becomes so big it reaches the back of his head. He becomes so huge and terrible he can eat an entire ghost whole. It's the kind of thing that'll keep you up at night in a cold sweat, that forces you awake with a scream, and haunts even the happiest of thoughts.
Welcome to my world. Every time someone inserts 25 cents into my machine, I am forced to awaken out of the safety of my home. I have to chase Pac-Math and follow his every move just for him to lead me into his trap, and then into his mouth. I'm tired of it.
Now, if Sweetie Pie ever wants to escape Pac-Math's deadly yellow jaws, he needs to figure out how big he needs to be. And who better to help than his brother, Glasses? Hey, Glasses, do you know how to defeat Pac-Math? He keeps eating me. Why, yes, I do. See, Pac-Math's mouth could be considered a minor arc. Huh? What's a minor arc? Good question. A minor arc is less than half the circumference of a circle, so to figure out how big you need to be, we need to find what Pac-Math's minor arc is equal to. Since Pac-Math is a circle, we know that his diameter is 12 inches. What's diameter? The diameter is the invisible straight line that passes from one side to the other through the center of Pac-Math's body. Now, after discovering what the diameter is, we can finally come to the conclusion that his mouth, when at full size, is a 30-degree angle. How do we know that? We just do. Fine. Let's just say it took many attempts. Well, next we should put this into a formula. But the problem is, formulas only deal with central angles, or the angle whose vertex lies in the center of the circle. We have to adapt the problem at hand. We know that Pac-Math's mouth reaches the back of his head and opens to a 30-degree angle, and the top and bottom of his mouth are congruent segments, or equal to each other. Because of this, the vertex of the angle lies in the diameter, because the two segments must be an image of themselves. Therefore, the angle must lie on the line of reflection of the circle. The diameter is the line of reflection. We know that the center of a circle is the midpoint of the diameter, which is the vertex of the central angle. Since we divide the diameter by 2 in order to find the center of the circle, we now have to multiply the given angle by 2 so that the angle is the same, thus getting a 60-degree central angle. It would be best if you watched quietly on how to use these two formulas to solve this problem. So now all we have to do is plug in what we know, right? We know the central angle is 60 degrees, and the circumference is diameter times pi. Diameter times pi, so it must be 12 pi. Yes, you finally got it! I thought you never would. So then if you solve it, you can figure that Pac-Math's minor arc, or his mouth, is 2 pi. If you wanted to get an estimate, multiply 2 times pi, or 2 times 3.14, to get 6.28.
Therefore, if you are at least 6.28 inches, you will definitely be big enough, because the curved minor arc elongates. This is because if you are to straighten the curve of his mouth, it would stand straight and be longer than you originally thought.